Hey you guys, so I know that I was going to post more videos and be more consistent, but then the holidays happened and that was just not happening. So I'm not going to waste your time. I'm just going to jump right into this video. We got our wedding invitations yesterday, and I'm going to give you just a little background about the invitations in themselves. We were originally going to go with minted.com. Then I found this wedding website called basicinvite.com, which at first I was a little skeptical because it's like basic invite. I'm like, oh god, I don't want anything that look basic. And as I started going on their website and I started noticing that they had the same designs as minted.com, they were a little cheaper and about 50 cents, 75 cents. And then you probably thinking to yourself, like 50 cents cheaper, like that's not a big deal. But when you're ordering 75 plus invitations, that is a lot of money. That does add up. Also, I went with them because, let's just face it, I had a coupon for Black Friday and it was for 20% off. So always check for coupons for any vendor that you're using, because that saves money. Like, if you don't want to save money, that's on you, but I want to save some money, okay? The more money I save, the more shoes I can get. One reason why I like basicinvite.com was mainly because they let you tweak your invitations up to 3 days after you order them. That was really helpful for me because our guest list constantly kept changing in that three days. There's people, oh, I can't make it, or I can't do this, or I can't, and it was just very hectic, you know, whatever. But having that grace period did help. I liked when we got them in the mail, it did show you what you ordered on the front, like a little thumbnail. And the picture that I decided to use was the picture from our engagement shoot. There's a lot of things that you can't cut corners on, but I feel like if you want quality, your photos is something that you just can't be cheap on. Like you just can't be cheap with those. So I was really happy that we indeed did not skimp on the photos. So we got our invitations and they're very sealed tightly. I'm actually going to open them right now with my handy dandy box cutter. And so this is what our invitations look like. The invitation in itself is actually really sturdy. It's a little bit of a higher quality, like club flyers almost, if that makes sense. They're not super glossy, so it doesn't look it doesn't look tacky, but that's just in my opinion. I don't really like glossy finishes. So this is just the photo on the outside, and like I said, the website was really easy to use. If I can do it, anyone else can do it because I'm not really tech savvy. And it just has, you know, basic invitation on the front, and then on the back, we have decided to put all the information on the back. It just says you're cordially invited to the marriage of Brittany and Justin, the City Club of Washington, D.C. That's where we're getting married at. Has the address, has the date, and it has the time. Also, we did not include an RSVP card in our invitations, mainly because it is added money and you have to pay for the postage that, you know, when they send back their RSVP. So I felt like it was going to be easier, mainly because everyone who's coming to our wedding, they have Facebook, they have phones, they have some type of internet access. So I did use the Knot website on the bottom, along with the website where the RSVP, the hotel blocks, and our registry. All of those things can be found on the Knot, and that's exactly why I do like the Knot so much, because we do have a personalized wedding website, and on the wedding website it tells you everything. So our guests will be able to RSVP from the website and it will come straight to my phone. Also, if they need to get a hotel room for that night, they can do that there, along with find our registry. So I really like that. They also allow you to do free like an address book, kind of contacts book, and they do the address and everything like that for you on the front. I went with a really elegant kind of script along with our address, and then you put your post-it here. I don't want to show everybody, but it's really nice. So I'm just gonna show you like that. And then they also have on the inside that you can, so you don't have to lick the envelope. So I really like that too. And again, your envelopes are free, so you're essentially just paying for your wedding invitations and your postage. A long time ago when we decided to do the magnets, that was on my second episode, I bought a book of stamps, and that book of stamps has really it saved me. Instead of buying like, you know, a little bit of postage here, a little bit of postage there, I highly suggest that you buy a book of stamps. My mom told me that one, so thanks, Mom. I said earlier that our guest list was changing constantly. Here's a rule of thumb when deciding about your guest list, because essentially you're paying per person. You gotta really ask yourself the hard question: do I want to pay $100 for this person to come to the wedding? Like, yeah, I asked myself that so many times, and the answer was no. So a lot of people got cut. And I also asked myself, when was the last time I saw this person? That was really the definitive question. Like, when was the last time I saw you? So my suggestion for a lot of couples is to make your main list and then have your B list. Don't tell people they're on your B list, but have your B list, because a lot of people from your main list won't be able to make it, and then you could just go ahead and take somebody from the B list and put them in there. That's probably the hardest thing we have to come up with, is cutting the guest list, making the guest list, and then cutting it again. That was the hardest part so far. Yeah, I think that's about it. So whatever you do, always search for coupon codes. It doesn't make you a cheapskate. It just saves you money. Like, all of this is about saving money. I use basicinvite.com. Again, and my wedding website is The Knot. And that's about it. So you guys have a great holiday. Thank you for tuning in, and I can't promise the next video. I'm just kidding. I will make sure I take you guys with all the rest of the stuff.